What's up, guys and gals? Here for another video here at Sebring in the Mustang. Just a quick look at my TC settings. They're not great. I would not copy these. This was still very early. Let's say week 3 of LMU for me. Here we go for race number 1. Start here in P5. Get ourselves a good run through T1. Gain a position. Pull a little gap to the guys behind. Oh, I love this track. It's easily one of my first favorite tracks in circuit racing. I don't know if I would call it my favorite track these days, but definitely have memories of this track being one of the first I fell in love with back in the Forza Motorsport 3 days. A lot of people do not like this track, probably because it's an extremely bumpy track. Would be my best guess. Outside of that, the straights are not very unique. Some of the infield stuff is a little unique. Like this set of corners coming up right here, this is a weird one. It's always much harder to get through this corner than you would think it should be. Guy out in P1 up there is definitely pulling a little gap on us. Yep. Looking back on these earlier races, it's weird. I have zero trail braking. I'm still not great at trail braking, but in this Mustang, I guess you just don't need to trail brake, you almost need to coast more in it. Since switching over to the 911, my braking has improved quite a bit. Just in general, I've learned so much more about driving cars, driving the 911, than any of the front-engine cars in this game. But here we are up in P3 now. I passed the McLaren in Sunset. I do believe that's the name of that corner. This corner too, it can be a pain to get around that corner and carry enough speed. So easy to lose places on this straight because of that series. I don't know if you would call it S's or not. Here we're gonna go deep, we're gonna touch the grass, and we're gonna slide and take out Mr. McLaren, Mr. Pellier. Feel so bad for ruining his race. Gonna lose so many places. Jumping up to the last section of lap 2. And we have quite the incident happen here on the penultimate corner. Woo! Woo! Almost hit 2 of them. And we're gonna lose a place to this Lambo. And Mr. Foster and his Porsche is also going to try to take a place from us, but he is going to not stop for this corner. So we'll just take it right back. And the goal now is try to get back up to the podium. One big mistake. Pellier actually got off much better than I thought he did. Still up in P4. I'm gonna pass this Lambo here because he is just in our way. Mr. Foster's gonna take advantage of that pass as well and try to get past him. Follow us through. Does not look like he's gonna make it though. Lambo has inside for this hairpin. Ooh, I braked a little late, but I was able to get it stopped enough to make it and keep my position. Woo! He's right there, though. He wants it back. We have a huge gap up to Pellier. It's going to be hard to get back up to him. We just got tagged in the back a little bit by Mr. Lambo. Yep, we are definitely out of slipstream. It is going to be hard to pull ourselves back up to this pack up front. We are on lap 4. Coming around to my least favorite corner on the track. Gonna go way deep. And Mr. Foster's gonna get around us. But now I have someone to follow. It is so much easier to follow than it is to be followed. If I can just stay with him. Maybe he's even got the pace to get us pulled back up into the P4 area. Here we are on lap 7. Looks like we're about to make a move on Foster. Nope, nope. Backed out of it. Oh, and he's gonna spin himself right off the track. Didn't need to make the move. He made it for us. Yep. Lap 10, final lap, coming around the penultimate corner. Sitting happy in P4. Would have been a little happier in P3, but still not a bad result. Just gotta make it around Sunset one last time. Not hit that wall on the outside. Not hit this wall on the outside. And we're home free. Go across the line and P4. Little happy wiggles. Quick look at the final standings. I had a good race. That was a good one. Gained 1 position. Started P5, finished P4. Gain driver rank. Number 1 thing, trying to gain driver rank. Still today, November 14th, I am still Bronze 3. Platinum 2 safety rating. Bronze 3 driver rank. Here we go for qualifying for race 2. This was my best qualifying of the week. That corner number 1, getting that, carrying enough speed through it is a huge chunk. Of having a fast lap time. This corner right here is another huge chunk of getting a fast lap time, and I missed the apex on it, and I'm losing time. All the way down the straight. Broke a little late for that corner. Missed the apex again. This is certainly not a lap guide of a qualifying run. Just wanted to show you my best qualifying run of the week. It was not good. Gained a little bit more time through there. But I had a good run through that corner, and I think that is going to be what solidified it as being one of my better laps this week, at least qualifying laps. And then getting a good run through these 3 corners is a huge chunk of it too. Get on gas early, keep it on track, fly down this straight, gain as much time as you can. Yep, not the best lap in the world. I'm fairly sure there were dudes running 201s this week on the regular. But I hit me a 204 and got my first pole position of my entire career in LMU. So it was a very happy moment. We are going to start race number 2 in P1. My first attempt at leading the start process. Attempted quick check of my mirror. Here comes the green flag. Super clean T1. One of the advantages of being up in pole position is hopefully to be able to pull a little bit of a gap on these guys battling behind us. My goal is to drive smooth and let the guys behind slow themselves down. Jump up to lap 3 here. Almost nothing has changed, except for the McLaren that started in P2 behind us is still right on us. And we're going to have a horrible entry into this corner. Didn't use all the track. But somehow we're up on time. Our Delta's looking decent. And right here, we're going to get on power just a little too early. Spin ourselves around. Hopefully not get hit by the next car. Get ourselves turned around as safely as possible. And limp our way back onto the track in P9, P10. There we go. Looks like we're going to stay in about P10. Although Laskowski back here definitely wanted to take advantage of that and make up a position. Now we have the joy of fighting our way back up towards the front. Ooh, I got very close to hitting him, and I lost the position to Laskowski. Laskowski. It's a cool name. Somehow we did get a better run than him. Down the straight. Got a slow car in the pit lane there. Yep, I was going to try to go up the inside of him here, but he was able to keep his speed up. Scary going into T1 this close to a guy. But we made it work. Got the position back. McLaren up there is going to spin out in front of us. Looking up at the inside of Gora. Definitely putting a lot of pressure on him. Want to get back past him. Either via him making a mistake, or me just being able to make a move. Oh, and then I'm going to bump into the back of him here. Hairpin. Looks like we got us in P9 up to P6 as a little pack. We're jumping ahead a little into lap 4, and we're going to go off the track. We're going to have Laskowski come back again. Jumping up to lap 5. Gonna have us a terrible run through there. We now have a Lamborghini right on our butt. Except that the relative... Oh, no. Oh! Lamborghini took out Mr. Laskowski. Puts us back up into P9. We are on lap 6. Coming around. Final corner. And we've got a good run on these two guys, Gora and Nitrox. We are going to take the full-on inside line. And this may have been a little too aggressive. Felt bad for hitting Nitrix. And now Gora's up our inside here, but he's going to back out. It's not a place you want to go too wide. And I'm still just consistently missing that apex. Get another free position. Mr. Conti spun his Mustang out. We're sitting a little defensive into that corner, just because I was a little worried about Gora trying to make a move. And somehow we still got a little bit better run out of the hairpin than him. Jumping up to lap 8. Gora is still right on our butts. And we are going to miss that turn. He's going to pull up alongside of us and take that position away. So many little mistakes. Definitely making fewer mistakes. What is it? A month down the line from when I did this race? And a huge chunk of the time, the reason it takes me so much time to get these videos out is because I live in a house with 2 children, and very, very rarely do I get the house alone to be able to record my voiceovers. It's nearly impossible to have a quiet house. There goes Gora. Decided to just slide right on out. Here we are on the final lap. Lap 10, sitting P5, which should have been much better. I started in P1, did not do great this race, but we definitely didn't fall back as far as we could have. Right here, I'm hoping these guys are going to battle it up. Maybe give me a chance to get back up into the podiums. No, looks like they're just trying to hold their positions, just like I am. Definitely, even today, have issues with keeping my pace up throughout a race. I definitely get a little slower, or tend to get a little slower towards the end of the race. And it usually winds up me dropping a position or 2 towards the end of the race, just because I can't stay in front of the guys who are a little bit faster than me. Even if at the beginning of the race I was faster than them. I don't know, it's weird. Yep, here we go onto the final straight. Looks like we're just gonna hold on to P5. We got 6 seconds behind us. Not worried about losing a position. Come around this sunset for the last time this race. Another checkered flag, another halfway decent finish. Though it definitely should have been better. Should have been up there in the front. But still a really good race. Had a blast with it. Lost 4 positions. But still gained driver rank. Here we go for race number 3. Starting P9. Definitely didn't have as good a qualifying, but I'm also ranked 20 out of 21, I believe. So it's going to be really hard to lose driver rating on this race. As long as I finish it, I should be okay in that aspect. We had a pretty good run through T1, but several of these other guys did not. Take a quick look at it from the outside. See guys just going flying off the track. Us following our pseudo teammate Gwebin. Yep, after T1 we got moved up to P6. Got us a nice group of battling cars out in front of us. Got us a Corvette right on our butts. Usually some excitement in this hairpin on lap 1 as well. Let's see if we get anything fun. Yep, we got some nice contact. Oh, and a spin, and he was in my way. And we drop back down to P9, right where we started from. That Mustang was a little too aggressive on his turn in. And then I want to say probably way too aggressive on his throttle application. Definitely did not have a well-settled car when he went into the throttle coming out of the corner. Oh! Got really close to hitting Michael Führer. He has a very unfortunate name. His first name is Michael. That is what I will be referring to him as for the rest of this video, as we do wind up racing very closely with him for the rest of this race. Got this Ferrari Marsiglia right behind us. Definitely applying a decent amount of pressure. There we are, jumping up to lap 3. And Mikel is trying to make a move on Mr. I'm going to say his name is Fernando Alonso. I love that name. Fantastic. He's not the only one. There are 3,259 other Fernando Alonsos in this game. But he made himself a nice mistake and let both me and Mikel right on through. And he's going to fall back a couple more places behind us. Not sure what happened to him. There we are, jumping up to lap 4. We've got Mr. B. Muir behind us. He is the guy who won the GT3 class in the 2.4-hour Le Mans race we did. Right there, we're going to go past two guys who decided to take themselves out. So, quick view of the outside of that. Looks like the Mustang drove, or the McLaren drove into the back of the Corvette. Took them both off a track. Yes, we have Mr. Muir behind us. I know he is fast. I have raced against him before, and he gapped us by a lot over just a few laps. And so I know it's not going to be very long until he gets in front of me. I'm kind of just going to let him go by whenever he gets a chance to. That's probably going to be right here on this straight. I got very lucky he did not hit me in the back. But yeah, he is right there. He is going to get over to the inside of us and very slowly work his way by, holding us very tight to the outside there. Yep, we'll just let him go on by. No point in battling him. I know that he's faster than me. And I don't want to lose a whole bunch of time trying to defend against him. I want to try to keep myself up as far forward as possible in this race. And at the end of the day, it's nearly impossible for me to lose driver rank on this race, so long as I finish it. Jumping up to lap 5, we've still got Mr. Muir in front of us, and Mr. Mikkel just in front of him. Looks like Mr. Muir is going to do the same thing to Mr. Mikkel on this lap that he did to us on the last lap, or lap 3. I already don't remember. Defensive move by Mikkel, but he's going to wind up going wide into the corner anyways. Mr. Muir is going to wind up making contact with his right-left quarter panel, and we're going to take both positions. Now, originally to me, this looked like Mr. Fuhrer turned into Mr. Muir, but I think it's just a racing incident. I think it's just tiny little, it may not have been actual contact and just a little bit of netcode. Jumping up to lap 6, and we are going to go deep into this corner. Mess it up. And Mikkel is going to come back up on us and take P5 away from us again. And now we're just going to try to follow him, because we know he makes mistakes just like we do, and we can get past him again. There's a quick look at that really bad corner for me from the outside. It's not really bad, but bad enough to lose a position. Tuck in behind Mikkel and just follow him as closely as I can. Maybe try to make this position back up on this next straight. It looks like we're going to have about the same run through here, and we're not going to make up any time on him. Mr. Marsiglia and the Ferrari is still behind us, and he will be applying some pressure to us here shortly. Lap 7. Yellow sectors all the way across. We're definitely not fast in this lobby, but somehow we're still in top 10. Just staring down the inside of Mikkel's corners, trying to get him to make a mistake. Got him to go a little deep there, but there wasn't really anywhere for us to go to get around him. He's going to go super defensive up here. We'll both open the corner back up for ourselves. Both go slow through there. He's going to get a little bit of a slide getting back on throttle. Give us just enough room to get up beside him. But we're on the outside for this next corner. It's not going to work out. We're actually going to wind up giving him way too much room. Taking that corner super deep and getting a whole lot of pressure from behind from Mr. Marsiglia? I don't know how to say his name. Yep, that little slide from Mikkel was just enough to get us up beside him. And if I was on the other side of him, I would have been able to make this move stick, but you can see I just turned in way too late, trying to give him way too much room. I feel like if I had triple monitors, be able to see that a little bit better, react to it a little bit better. But at this point, try not to make a mistake and have this Ferrari come up on me and take my position away. But I definitely think I'm faster than the Ferraris. And specifically on the straights. Maybe a little faster than me through the corners, but I feel like I've just got that better acceleration and top end. I'm over here flashing my lights slowly at Mikhail. Probably distracted him a little bit there. Wasn't trying to. I think I was trying to tell him I'm just trying to work with you. But I feel like I may have messed him up a little bit there. He went super deep. And we were able to keep it real tight, but also keep the speed up enough. But he's just on the inside of our rear quarter panel. It's going to keep us from being able to take this corner as well as we'd like, as fast as we'd usually like. But we're able to make that stick through T1. Got 2 laps left. Try to keep him just behind us if we can. We are on lap 9. Same section of track. Mikhail is looking for a move, but then he doesn't. But then I'm going to go a little deep into the hairpin, and he's going to cut up the inside of us and just sort of walk away from us. Brake just a little too late. We had a better run through here, and then he's going to go in very narrow to this turn. But I just don't have enough to make a move right now. But if I can stay close enough to him, I've got a little over a lap to try to make a move and get myself back up into P5. I definitely did not get on throttle early enough there. He's going to go super defensive again. And then open it back up. We're both going to take as tight of a line through Sunset as we can. And here we go. Crossing the line for the final lap. BMW facing backwards on the start-finish line. I'm going to assume that he thought the race was over and decided to spin his car across the finish line, because we definitely just jumped up into P5 passing him. I've definitely made that mistake. Finished the race, or thought the race finished a lap earlier than it did. Quite embarrassing when you do that. Lose several positions. Okay, we got a better run through the hairpin. Put ourselves right on him. Hopefully we'll be able to make a move up here somewhere, but he's going to go super defensive into this next corner. And I put myself wide again through there, even though it wasn't as bad as the last side-by-side action we had through that corner. Yep, I'm just not quite close enough to Mikhail to be able to make any sort of move on him. I think at this point between our racing, up he goes deep, but he holds it, and he stays enough in my way that I can't get around him. Yeah, me and Mikhail, very, very similar in terms of pace. and consistency. Here we go, just coasting around Sunset for the last time. Mr. Warren got kind of close to us there, but wasn't really too worried about him making up a place on us. And we'll cross the line. P5. Had some great races at Sebring this week. Can't wait for Sebring to come back through the circulation of tracks. Quick look there at our final standings for the race. P5. We actually had a better lap than Mr. McHale did. Fastest lap. It's me telling him that I had a great race, trading mistakes with him. And we'll look at our rank standings. Jumped up into silver. Driver, silver rank 1. I lost it the next race. It did not stick around for very long. It immediately fell off. I've been up in S1 twice now and immediately lost it the next race. Yeah, had a blast racing this week. Y'all have fun, and we'll see you for a 2-hour Bahrain special event in the next video. Deuces.